right, so we've landed in Wilmington, North Carolina, and we are here at the USS North Carolina, nicknamed the Showboat. Take a look at the sheer size of this ship. This ship was ordered August 1st, 1937, and then launched June 13th, 1940. It was built in the New York Naval Yard, and now it is sitting in Wilmington, North Carolina as a historic museum to show the achievements and accomplishments that we have as Americans. On September 15th, 1942, this ship was hit with a torpedo, resulting in the death of 5 sailors. In total, 10 sailors were killed and 67 were wounded on this ship. The USS North Carolina is the most decorated U.S. battleship of World War II. She has achieved 15 battle stars, participated in every naval offensive in the Pacific, credited with kills of 24 aircraft, and delivered a bombardment of 9 Japanese strongholds. What amazing history that we have with this battleship. So let's go ahead, let's get on, let's take a look. Join us. We are climbing aboard the USS North Carolina here. Look at this gun. Whew. You could climb inside this. Look at that thing. Whew. The eyes in the sky. Kingfishers aboard North Carolina. So the purpose of these planes here: spotting the gunfire, patrolling for enemy submarines, rescuing airmen, towing targets for anti-aircraft batteries, dropping messages to ships at sea, flying mail, runs to port, and making flights for radar calibration. Take a look at this 16-inch armor-piercing projectile. Look at the size of this. An absolutely massive shell. Look at this thing. Wow. And look, here we go. We have the entrance to the turret. All right, let's go inside. Tight fit. Oh, wow. Huh. Okay, take a look. Whoa. Oh yeah, I can actually see. I can see through there. I can see one of the turrets, and I can see some of the water. This might be the original glass in here, because it's very hard to see through. Let me see if you guys can get a look. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult for you guys to actually see through the glass there, but you can see, yeah, right there. You can see the water. Wow. I mean, we have pretty much free range in this turret here, so take a look at this. Look at that. There's the Kingfisher aircraft. Isn't that cool? All right, let's keep moving. I mean, just look at all of these pieces here. Whew. And you got to step right around, make sure you're on the move. I wonder how many stories of trips and falls there were. Look at this. Let's see what we can see here. Oh yes, there we go. Yes, it works. Take a look. You can see a guy right on the balcony over there. Look. Scoped right in, huh? Isn't that something? There we go, perfect. Let me see if I can hold this while I switch the lenses. Bang. Look at that. I'm trying. Here we go. Okay, we're back operational. Oh, this is difficult to do. You see, there we go. Wow, it actually works. Isn't that something? Here's the turret loader, and look at that shell. That's what we seen outside. What we got going on? Okay, so this looks like one of the sites that we were looking through right there. Okay, and then there's another one on the other side, but then you have the door that goes into the gun room. And look at how small this door is. I don't think my big self is getting through there. You're gonna need a small guy to get through this little door. Let's head over here. Wow, And right here, it's blowing some nice cool air, which is very good. What do we have going on here? Oh, wow. Is this how they aim the guns? Let's get that to 55. There it is. I see target. All right, let's have them send it.
Orders to fire right here.
Orders to fire? Whoa, take a look. Look at what we have here. Orders to fire. We're ready to go. As soon as we're locked on, we pull the trigger. We tell them to let the guns go. And they fire. All right, let's get one final look here. All right, let's head out. All right, and then right up under here. Okay, so what goes up must come down. All right, now that was awesome. Take a look here. This is where we were. So we were going all throughout this area, and look at this guy. I could never fit in something like that. But this is what we were just inside. Now, from the size of it, you'd think there'd be a lot more room. No, there is a bunch going on the inside of this. All right, let's head down to the lower decks. Okay. Wow. Look at this. This could have very well been where the sailors sat, playing cards, enjoying a little snack, just having good conversation with each other, fellowshipping, enjoying. Look at this. Wow, the chaplain's organ. Right here they have the chapel. For Catholic and Protestant, they come down here, they get their Sunday service, pray, fellowship together, they enjoy before they have to go right back to work. Because on here, as you can see, the work never ends. What do we have here? We have the bake shop. Let's take a look what we have. Oh, wow. Look at this place. So here they were making breads. Look, cakes from Charles Foster. One of the big problems the bake shop had was the bugs in the flour. The hot conditions and the moisture made it a great home for the bugs to live in the flour. They baked the bread with the bugs, and we had to hold the bread up to the light to pick the bugs out before we ate it. I mean, it's tough living out at sea. You know, you have limited resources or whatever is brought out to you, right? You can see here, them baking the bread, unloading the bread. See all the bread pans here. Very sturdy, very well built. Navy standard bakery proofer. I'm not sure what that is. If someone could tell me in the comments down below, let me know. Look at this mixer. Wow. And then you have this hardwood table. Whew. Solid. What is this, a baking oven? Yeah, this is an oven right here. You can see the temp gauge. Look at that. Putting the pies in there. Pies lined up. Slapping the pies right in there. Edison Baker. Let's keep moving. All right, so now we're gonna be moving into the engine room here. 5-inch gun mount ammunition hoists. Okay. So this is where they would hoist up these large shells. Not as large as we had just seen, but still, that's gonna pack a punch. So this gets hoisted straight up, and I suppose it's from the ammunition room right down there. So you'd have these closed off. You wouldn't be able to see anything, but this is where the ammunition is going straight up. Right next to the bakery. Wow. Let's head down. We got the magazine cooling. So here's the magazine. Here's where all the ammo is for these big guns. Take a look. And then right after this, we head down again. Wow. Look at that. And look at the floor. Right through to the bottom. All right, so this must be the engine room. What do we have here? A diesel generator, voltage regulator panel, field rehoist control switch. And look at this, what is this, General Electric? And then I suppose it would have lights up here to let you know how everything's working. And right here, all the electrical work for the back end of this. What is this right here? Electrodynamic ship service motor generator. Inspection date. 1939. Wow. I mean, so many different little knobs, different buttons. I mean, how do you figure all this stuff out? You have to be very skilled at doing this. You have to be. I mean, look right down here. First off, you have all these gauges you have to watch out for. But look at these knobs here. Look at that. I mean, everywhere is something to use, something to do. Right here, we have the pipe identification. So right here, you can tell what the pipe is being used for, so you're able to service it properly. So we have 4 bars for fresh water. And as you can see right here, 4 bars, fresh water. Another 4 bars, fresh water. Let's keep going. Okay, so we have the turbine here. High pressure, low pressure, propulsion turbines. Look at that. So I believe one of these is steam. Yeah, that one's exhaust right there. And then this one's steam, as you can see, where it's coordinated. Right there with the 2 bars, 1 bar, but it also has it wrote right here. And I think this one was fresh air, but I'm not sure. So take a look on the inside of this. Wow, looky here. Plenty of vent exhaust systems and then gauges, tons of gauges. Here's the reduction gears. Take a look on the inside of that. Wow. And there goes the GE, General Electric.
Rotate the upper dial until the tuning eye deflects to the widest possible angle with sharply defined lines.
All right, let's head up. Okay. We have the butcher shop. Look at that. The inventory of pounds of meat. Here's the fridge, or at least one of the fridges. You have the types of meat, chicken, ribs, sausages, hot dogs, all the good stuff. Grind your meat up here, put it in a casing or make some ground beef. And then we got butcher block right here. That thing is tough, solid, very solid. Oh, here we go, here's a little weight. And then the hooks for the meat. Hang the meat up right there, take it over, get it chopped up on the butcher's block, clean it out, and you're good to go. Okay, so here we go. Here's some dining area, and look at this. Here's a little display of what they had on Thanksgiving, 1942. Look at that. You've got the turkey legs, stuffing, peas, mashed potatoes. Nearly 2,000 enlisted men ate 3 meals per day on 9 mess decks, counter seating and folding metal tables that could accommodate nearly 700 sailors at a time. And of course, since this is a very active job, 3,500 to 4,500 calories per day. Now that's some heavy eating. Here's a bit of what it looked like here. And here's another prep area for the main kitchen. Now this had tons of working going into it. I wonder how many people were in here cooking. Sure, it has to have it on one of these boards, but wow, look at this mixer. Solid as a rock. And we have a stove. Ooh, here we go, look at that. Nice oven. This is probably where they mixed up like potatoes and things like that. The stuffing, just come in here and make a big old pot of it. And then you have seating everywhere. Because these boys were ready to eat. And the vegetable locker, take a look at this. Look at that, tons of potatoes. What is this, a wash station?
Peels the potatoes
Oh, potato peelers.
with an abrasive mixture and water. Scuttlebutt.
Oh, and here we have the scuttlebutt. A couple of drinking fountains where the sailors exchange gossip and gather to drink. What is this thing?
Feed bag.
Things you...
Solid.
A little bit of activity for the men here. Nice hammock set up.
Probably a few card games played in this area.
Look, enjoying a meal, maybe writing some letters back home, playing a couple card games, and just enjoying, you know, fellowship with everybody, keeping the morale up. What is this? Ah, the dishwasher. Take a look at that. And they got the conveyor belt, just put the dishes right through there. Clean them up quick. Master at Arms, police force. Ah, okay. This was served as the police force on the ship. Because if anybody gets out of line, you know, of course with 2,000 men, you're gonna have differencing of opinions on how things should go. So there's probably some scuffles, some hard differences. And when things got a little bit too intense, or maybe men brought some contraband on the boat, this is who would deal with them. The Master at Arms. Okay, now this is awesome. Take a look at this. We have the ship store, and this is number 2. Look at these vintage items. We have some old cash over there. What do we got? Shoelaces, shoe polish, cards. We got a nice toiletry bag right there. You know that that was built with quality handmade. And these watch straps as well. Everybody had to stay on time, of course. We have Coca-Cola, some drinks, straws, well, maybe some ice cream, cherries. Look at that. They mix up the Coke and Pepsi fresh. Root beer syrup back there. We have the post office here. Look at this. And some Lucky Strikes. We got tobacco in here. Shaving cream, you know, kind of like a general store here. Pipe filters, candy, 5 cents. I mean, look at the prices of this stuff. Don't you wish it was the same price today? Planters peanuts. I mean, look at all of this. That Barbasol, ice cream, there it is. The ice cream machine. You gotta keep up the calories. All right, let's head down here and see what we got going on. Oh, this one's a tight one. Oh, wow. Look at this. What is this? Eggs stored. Oh, so this is a cooler. This is like the fridge. Wow, okay, yeah, there's the coils for the cooling. Look at that. Wow, it must have been cold down here. Okay, more cooling. Fruits and vegetables in this one. The ice machine room. That rang in the ice machine. Here we go. Let's go ahead and ring the bell. Awesome. Let's head back up. The wishing well, not exactly. Whoa, look at that. Whole bunch of coins. Wishing well. Restoration fund, huh? You are standing beside one of the several loading trunks. Okay, so they sent that thing from up there down into here. And then along this, they hooked it up to this thing. Bang, carried it in. I mean, look at the size. Let's keep moving here. More mess hall. I mean, these boys were eating. There's no doubt about it. Let's see, what do we have? The projector room. I wonder what this is all about. Movie projector room. Showtimes. Take a look at this. I wonder how that thing, how it worked. Like, where'd they show it? Maybe on that back wall, or, oh, there's a projector right there, or the projector screen. So you can see the projector screen right here. That would come down and they would shoot right out of that little square. So that would come out there, go right to there. They tried to keep the morale as high as possible because you're basically living on this thing as long as you're out at sea. So this was like its own city. You have everything. Here's a locker, okay, with all the sailors' uniforms. And here's the beds. Wonder if all this is original as well. And of course, we have the head. I'll take a look here. The bathrooms. You know, get over here, get shaved up. Yeah, they probably wouldn't allow this. Maybe the mustache. Beard? I don't think so. Okay, that is some rudimentary toilet. They have a bunch of stuff, but for the toilets, that one's a little rough, honestly. Okay, but as you can see right here, all the men, I mean, you got to think this thing was crowded, right? They got pretty crowded at times. Jerry Johnson, radar man. Everybody's close by, you know, one man here, and you're just over here trying to get everything done. Urinals and showers. Oh, hey, yo. Whoa, but that's what it is. That's the reality of it. The incinerator, a security measure. Okay. Oh yeah, look. Incinerator's firing off back there, burning all the garbage. Oh, look, they got the letters for the post office. Post office probably comes by, grabs those letters, or they just deliver it right up there to make sure it gets delivered. What is this, the doctor's office? Oh yeah. Human plasma, dried. Wow, look at that. All the medical supplies for this area. I got a little carrying, what is that? A gurney. See, medical stores. Oh, look at that. Check out the teeth. See how everything is. Medical stores, dental office. and the dark room. So this is where they developed all that for the x-rays. And this is where they stored all the medicine. So another thing the Master at Arms had to keep track of is people trying to come in here, get the morphine, and there's the dental office. I would not want to have to go into this. No way. What is this? I have no idea. The officer's galley. Cooks hot meals for the officers. Okay, so this was where the officers got their food. Take a look at that fine dining. You got the clam chowder, Boston style, and the Waldorf salad. Large mixer over there. See what's cooking. Okay, so here they had the barber shop. Look at that. Nice record they would be playing right over there. I bet they had some really good products in this area. And here's the print shop. Look at that. Photo developing. Some old cameras. Look at that. Okay, here's the laundry room. Oh, look, here's the wash tumbler. Does that move? No. Look at that. Whole bunch of washing machines, drying machines. Oh, and here's the cobbler shop. Look at that. Shoe repair. This is when quality was good. Okay, so men who worked in the surrounding shops stayed in here. Take a look right down there. So they could just hop up, get ready to work. They don't have to travel all day around the ship. And then the athletic gear locker. Look at that. Yeah, they had like boxing gloves, baseball, and the medicine ball heavyweights. Look at them baseball bats right there. Classic Louisville Slugs. All right, let's keep moving here as we head down. Whew, this one is a bit steep. I wonder where we're at now. We're turning it. Here we go. 10 degrees. Hold on. Left rudder, right rudder. Where are you at? 10? We're doing it 10. Oh yeah. Put that in gear. Okay, well, maybe not. So this is the whole rudder mechanism. I'm back here. Hydro steering. Okay, so we have another, and then this right here. Look at the size of that.
It's been declassified.
Yeah, look at that, declassified. So when they had this out, they had this completely classified, so none of the other opposition could see how we were maneuvering our ships, how we had these gear. I mean, this looks futuristic, doesn't it? Here's size reference. Here's the guy, and look at that.
Here's the guy. He's getting the orders on how to turn the ship and shouting them out.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's head up. The lucky bag, clothing, and other personal items. It's just the lost and found here. All right, back to the print shop. Wow, there's so much interesting stuff on this ship here. Now take a look at this. This is the dive gear. That old school, very old school dive gear. Imagine putting a suit like this on and getting under the water. Wow. Absolutely incredible. Lathes all the way around for machining parts, repairing anything that the ship might need. Take a look at this. Wow, old school. I mean, this stuff really takes some skill. Okay, so we ran out of battery on the DJI, but I'm gonna go ahead and do some phone recording. Let's take a look here. We have some of the pieces of metal that they used on the lathe right there. Look at that. Big old lathes, big old piece of machinery. And this one, you can see the different sizes, right? So take a look at this. It looks like they're machining something right here, okay? And then you have the big dog right there. Wow, look at that. Come over here, and there's some of them pieces again. Large, small, some that have already been machined, just kind of spare pieces. It looks like that they threw in there spare and new. I mean, the sheer size of these things, like, right? But you had to have big machinery for this big ship. Is this the loading tube? What is that? 5-inch, for the 5-inch shells. Take a look at those. Plop them puppies in and get working.
Welcome to the ship's main battery plotting room. You are on the first platform, below the water level, and behind the torpedo protection armor.
Oh, wow.
In front of you are two mechanical analog ballistic computers with a 16-inch main battery gun. They are Mark A Rangekeeper computers built by the Ford Instrument Company. They are part of the ship's Mark 38 gunfire control system. The computers have both manual and electrical inputs for all the factors required to aim the guns so the projectiles could accurately hit a target up to 23 miles away.
Wow, 23 miles. What is this? Is this the radar? Wow, I mean, look at all of these gauges. We've got fuses ready to go, just in case anything goes wrong. So this is what the 23-mile range looks like. Take a look at that. Where are we located? I think we're located right in the center there. Yeah, USS North Carolina, right there in the center. And then all the way around, you can see that. I mean, whoa. And you just thinking one ship with these big guns fired, boom, smacking anything within this vicinity. That's the 16-inch, and then these are the 5-inch. 5-inch would be a lot closer, but those 16s, nothing to mess with for sure. Oh, and here's how they planned it out. All right, so they had a man here operating this. He's getting information from what the people up top can see, and then he's coordinating everything here. You've got a whole bunch of moving parts in this. There's probably a whole bunch of talk going through here so that they can get on target and hit the target right away. Here we go. Take a look here. Whoa. Armored tube rises 6 decks and connects. Plot with the fire control tower. Access to repair wires. Emergency escape hatch for the men in this area. Yeah, because we are below deck. So if a torpedo gets through this and this thing starts flooding, this whole place will start flooding. You gotta go right up. Look at that. And then you have all these working parts, and this is just a little piece that they have kind of set up. But I mean, you can see all the men working each piece, but you gotta think on each one of those, you have a man. I mean, it's amazing what they accomplish on this thing. 1940. Oh, here we go. Here's a good picture of it. Look at them. So crowded, everybody listening in for information, trying to make sure these guns stay accurate. Forward distribution. Department is one of the electrical distribution centers on board the ship. 6 men operated this center, 4 enlisted men and 2 officers. Wow, this is for the searchlight here. Man, that is a tight area. Take a look at this. Whoa. You just take a look. Me standing right next to it. You want to get in the light here. Just absolutely massive. And this whole floor would move. Bang. It would move around, and they were able to load these in. Take a look at this spiral staircase going down. Massive room, and this is right under the cannon. Whole thing just spinning. I couldn't imagine navigating this if something bad were to happen. All right. What do we have here? Gunpowder? Where's the gunpowder? Each of these tanks contains 3 gunpowder bags. And look at all of these gunpowders. As you can see on the inside there. Take these, roll them down, and get this powder ready for firing. So this is what the powder bag looks like. Sent right in here. And then sent up. And this is how they were set. And that's way back in the olden days. Look at that. For old school cannons, like pirate ship stuff. That thing. Wow. This is what we're looking at down there. And this transfers the ammo. Bang. Powder handling room. I mean, if this thing went up, the whole thing's going up. I mean, look at that. So, take a look at this repair station. And that guy was ready to get to work. All the tools, gas mask. Oh yeah, no, the motor is running. Look at it back there. That might be for the air, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, ventilation. Yeah, so look at that. This motor right here, it's warm to the touch. It's running. And it's supplying that air that we felt down below. They have a few different little seating areas. What's back here? Oh, look at that. What's this? Can't tell. Oh, but I can smell something in here. It smells like old oil. What's that up there? Breathing apparatus?
Fire extinguishers.
Yeah, some old gas mask, oxygen mask. Probably rubber is what I'm smelling. Officers country. Warrant officers mess. Yeah, this is pretty nice.
Refrigerated water.
Yeah, refrigerated water. Look at that. Officer's stateroom. Oh, look at that. See, I wonder what it must have felt like back in the day, being an officer. You know, having your own room like this, having all the documentation of everything, kind of what's been going on throughout the day, throughout the night.
Ain't nothing to hit your head on in here.
Ain't nothing, yeah, nothing to hit your head on. Look at this. I mean, take a look. Medical officer here. Who is this? It doesn't say. The Marine detachment. Okay, so this must have been Marine officers. What do we have here? The flag office. All the records. Supplies. Okay, and here's the ammo room for the 20 millimeters. Take a look at those. Plenty of ammo, and you see the size of them right there. Massive. Would have been better with the officers one, but you know, we're not quite ranked that. Look at that. Look at the yellowing of the pillow. I wonder if that's real. Okay, let's head out here. Wow. What an amazing piece of history. On this massive ship. Oh man, we didn't even get up on there. All right, let's start heading up. That is really cool. Wow, look at that. 5-inch, 38 caliber, twin gun. Let's climb up in this. Okay.
This is the mechanism that are inside. You can climb in the back.
Is there speed flag with a 13? You like that?
All right, take a look. Here we go. Inside of these 5-inch guns. Look at that. Wow. Oh, there's more over here. Man, I could not squeeze through this stuff. Let's try it anyway. Okay. No, we are. Okay. We are in a very tight squeeze. I am on my knees down in here. Okay, that is no joke. Oh, maybe I would have been better seated for this one. So let's give this a try here. Okay. Let's give this a shot. Okay. Bang. All right. Now we're sat down. See through here. We're not able to see anything now. Let me see if I can adjust it. Okay. No way. No way of adjusting this here. Oh, here we go. Hold on. See, train the angle. Nothing, black. Okay, now the real thing is getting out of this. Okay. That was better than getting in. So, now we gotta actually get out again. Okay. All right. Awesome, good deal. All right, let's continue up. Supervisor's deck. Oh yeah, so I guess this would correlate with the guns. So they would give it all the information they have, and then everything would kind of piece together. Whew. Amazing. And this is what is it? Gyroscopic. So you can see how it moves in all different directions because the seas are just doing this, right? Constantly rocking back and forth. So they needed gyroscopic stabilization so that they could stay on point. Look at that. I guess in case of aerial attacks, they would sit behind these. Just take a look at where things are coming in. Okay, how a Japanese dive bomber, gotta get down. Ooh, right? So, at least that's just my assumption. Go around to the other side here. I can only imagine sitting here in the captain's deck or what is it, the bridge. This is the main area where you drive the boat, the ship. And just sitting here and looking out, right? Seeing those guns firing off, blasting away. So they got the gyroscopic compass. Take a look at that. All right, let's head out of here. Uh-oh, I think this is the highest place that we can go. I think this is the final piece of the puzzle. All right, guys, what a great time on the USS North Carolina. This ship is an amazing piece of history. So now we're gonna head off this ship and head over there, check out Fort Fisher. So join us, let's go. To the ones that have passed. Okay guys, so we have arrived at the North Carolina Aquarium here in Fort Fisher. We're gonna be heading in. Looks like there's a bit of a queue, but we're here. We're gonna have a great time and we're gonna see a bunch of aquatic life. So join me, let's go. Look at this, this is awesome. Cute little fellas. Love the otters. Seen them at the North Carolina Zoo. One of the best pieces of it. Let's take a look what we have here. What is this? Striped bass? Take a look at these. Massive striped bass. I mean, look at the size of these things. Wouldn't mind catching me one of them, huh? And look, the otter have a little playpen right here. Couple enrichment toys. Ah, that's really cool. Ah, let's see. Oh wow, look at this thing. An eastern newt. Wow, that is really cool. Okay, take a look at this. Long-nosed gar. Look at these. Channel catfish, largemouth bass. Oh man, look at these catfish.
Not the size of the one we got last week.
Nice size, very nice size. Let's keep moving. Man, look at this, prehistoric dinosaur. Wow. And the white one, albino. Those are good sized gators, especially that albino one. I don't think they'd get that big in the wild. Let's see what else we have here. White catfish, bowfin, crappie. Take a look at this.
Oh, he's gonna run around. He's a little hyper.
Look at this one. Just vibing out. Look at how cute. Hello. Oh. Look at that. Just running around, having a good old time. Man, those fuzzy little things. All right, take a look at this. Look at how they run into school. Take a look at this. I don't think I've ever seen a sea turtle in the wild, only here at the NC Aquarium. We can touch the anemones.
If you guys are just joining us, this is our touch pond. You're welcome to touch anything it is. We just ask that you use 2 fingers at a time and don't lift anything or like move anything around.
2 fingers.
Yes. We have a couple just like right in front of you and then
Ooh, you got me.
yeah, there's that.
Prickly. Okay, well that was a fun experience. Has some anemones and I think sea urchin, a certain kind of sea urchin. Take a look at this fiddler crab art right here. This place, it just has me wanting to fish. I mean, I'm amazed at everything, but I want to fish really bad. Take a look at this right here. Got a little puffer right here. All right, there he is. Oh, he's gone. And a starfish. Look at this humpback whale. Look at the size. Here's one of the main events. I mean, you can see the size of this tank. I mean, just look at the people at the bottom and then take a look at the overall tank size. Now that's something. Everything in here is awesome. Okay, take a look at this. The jaw of a megalodon. Now that is massive. Look at that. One bite, everybody knows the rules. Look at this. I would not like to be on the receiving end of one of those. Here's one of the larger tanks. I think there's like 3, maybe 4 different windows. So take a look at this. defending his territory. You see that? Look. Looks kind of pregnant. They're fighting everything off of that little hole. Some weird looking fish. Some weird swimming ones as well. I mean, they swim like they. Such beautiful fish and beautiful coral. Take a look at these shrimp before we put them in the fryer.
That's the kind of live bait we need.
That's exactly what we need. We gotta grab one of them. That big one. Take a look at this. All right, now we're taking a little trip around the gift shop. Hold on, there's hats. Take a look. This one's pretty cool. I like that one. How much is that? $15.99. That's a good deal. Oh, look at that. Take a bite out of it. Let's keep looking around. See what they got. They ain't got no refrigerator magnets. Oh, they got some. I don't see them. You ain't seeing no magnet? I see pins. These are $7. I'm looking for a fridge magnet. I need one. Oh, here they are. Oh, this one's really cool. I like that. Got the otters, got sharks. Oh, that one's pretty cool. Take a look at this. I think I like that one better. What you think about that? I think it'll do.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
sir. Have a good one.
You as well. Good deal, magnet secured. All right, so I believe that's gonna be it for the aquarium here. Let me see, turtle boxes, aquarium exit, pond. Yeah, so that's gonna be it for the aquarium. Always enjoy it. So the sun is now shining again and we're gonna be on our way. Doing now, let me think. Maybe we could get the line wet, you know? The sun isn't quite out, but it is really bright out here. Okay, so that's the end of the line for the North Carolina Aquarium. We're gonna go ahead and put you guys away and update you when we have a plan. Look at this. So we came out here to the Cape Fear River near Wilmington, North Carolina, and take a look at the slab we just pulled in. Unfortunately, it's not flounder season, but that is a doormat. Look at the size of this thing. Wow. I wish I had the camera rolling for the whole catch, but let's go ahead and get this thing released. There you go. Wow. Absolutely beautiful. Woo! Okay, mission complete. We're gonna be headed out now. It's starting to rain and getting pretty cold, as you guys can see out here. Take a look at that. So we're gonna head out of here, go look for some food. We'll update you guys in a bit. Okay guys, so we are on the Carolina Beach Boardwalk here. We're gonna be going to check out Britts Donuts to see if they're still open. If they aren't, we're just gonna be heading straight over to Old Salty's restaurant. We're gonna be looking for some shrimp, some flounder, delicious meal to end the night. As you can see, it's about 8 p.m., pretty dark, but we're gonna be looking for some food and see where the night takes us. So join us, let's go. So it looks like Britts Donuts is open. So let's head in here and check it out.
Subscribe to this show on the road.
So we just got the Britts donut. Bang. Bag secure. Let's go ahead and give these things a try. The rain is definitely stopping. Don't know for how long because the skies are not clear, but let's go ahead and bite into these things. Ooh, look at that. Flaky, crispy, ready to go. Very light, very airy, very crispy. It's kind of like a funnel cake, a really crispy funnel cake. A little bit lacking on the glaze, but honestly good overall. It really doesn't need all the glaze when there's not so much dough.
So what do you think?
Good.
The best.
Good.
Did you ask for them double dipped?
No.
Double dip. What? They didn't even tell us anything about
That's
that.
what I'm telling you, so you can tell the people, man.
Okay,
That's a
listen.
pro tip, homie.
Listen.
Ask for them double dip.
I was just saying that we need the icing glaze on there, right? It's lacking on the icing, but you can get it double dipped. My man
Pro
right
tip
here
right there.
just let us know. Pro tip, get it double dipped.
We're coming back after dinner.
We're coming back
Check it
after
out
dinner.
later.
We got to check it
You
out.
can thank me then.
Absolutely. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it, brother. Have a great night. Man, dude. Double dipped. Wow. That's insane. Pro tip. I like that. Okay, so let's keep heading. Really? Oh, here we go. Yeah, Salty's. Okay, so we have Salty's restaurant here. We're gonna be getting the flounder. We're gonna be getting the shrimp. We're gonna be trying a couple things. So let's get in here and let's eat. Okay, so we just left the old Salty's. Waiter was nice. People were cool. Seems more like a local spot where people kind of just go to vibe out. They like the environment. They like the vibe. Let's head down the road, find out what else we can get into, and see where the night takes us. Let's go. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. We ended up heading home because it was late, so this is going to be the end of the video. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends and family. This is a free action to you. It costs you nothing, but it does something big for me. It helps boost my channel and my videos in the algorithm so more people like yourself can enjoy the same content that you just did. Again, I want to thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you again in the next video. Have a great day.